Hi everyone, it's Diana from Beatles. I'm going to do a nice earring tutorial for you guys. I'm going to show you how to wire wrap an earring and ones that you just make the loop. Hopefully everyone will be able to see this one a little bit better. I'm not very good with camera work, so hopefully this will be a little bit better. So I'm going to start by making an earring that is just a loop. So I take, personally, because I've been doing this a long time, I usually take my two head pins like this. See how it has there's like a little flat bottom right here? See, I don't know if you can see that. Right there. So that is the bottom of where your earring is going to be. So I am going to take this. This is where you get to design. Doesn't matter what you do. You just want to leave at least an inch at the top to give yourself space to make your loops and everything. So I have a couple little designs here. I did a little bit of like kind of springy things to kind of get us through this gloomy day. So I'm gonna do a silver ball. These are 3mm silver plated balls. They're awesome. So I am going to string that up. And then I have these little daisies. I think these ones are 4mm. I think they're 4 or 5mm. I don't know. Anything will work, but these are awesome. So I like to put one of these on. So let that fall to the bottom. See how that's like just there? Now I personally like to do earrings that are quote unquote bottom heavy, where you build the big beads up to the small beads. But again, it's totally your call. I'm gonna start with these Swarovski 8mm. I think these are, I don't know what color these are. These are some like old colors that I think have since been discontinued, but it's a cool one. And then I'm just gonna throw some things on it so you can see like how crazy you can make it. I'm gonna put these little bead caps on it. Kind of looks like a leaf. See how cute that is? Just kind of fancy it up. Put the other one there. And then I want to put I have these bigger daisies. I think these are 6mm ones. They're either 5 or 6, I can't remember. Again, doesn't matter. Whatever you think looks good. Doesn't matter what the size is. I'm gonna take one of these, put that on. Just put that on my head pins. And then which ones did I wanna do? I think it was these ones, these little guys. I have these little spacers right here. I don't know if you can see, but they're super cute. They kind of have like a ropey look to them. So I'm gonna put those on. And then I'm gonna put just one of the smaller daisies back on this. And then these are 6mm Swarovski bicones. And then I'm gonna do another daisy on the top. And I always like to start and end with a 3mm or 2mm silver ball. So we are gonna end this. This is the end of my earring. Come on. So just let that all fall. How cool are those, huh? Pretty neat, right? Let me see if I can focus it, yeah. Just bear with me, I'm not really great with camera work. Okay, so, move my light, that's blurry. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm gonna move these aside. This is how we're gonna make the simple loop. So, you wanna hold your earring at the stem. This is what I'm gonna refer to as the stem. This part with the beads is the body, okay? So, you always hold your stem, because if you hold the body before you make your loop, look at it, it's all over the place. Gravity's working against you. It just is terrible. So I am going to hold the stem. For this, you're going to need round pliers. You're going to need flat pliers like this. No teeth in them. Chomp, chomp, chomp. And you're going to need wire cutters. See? Now with the wire cutter, with the wire cutters, real jewelry wire cutters will have a nice beveled inside where it like kind of dips in. I don't know if you're able to see that. Here, let me try and focus it. See how it like bevels in, and then the back side is nice and flush. So I'm going to refer to that as the beveled in the flush side. Okay. All right, so back down here. All right, so I'm going to take my round pliers, and again, we're just doing the simple loop on this one, okay? So we're going to take our round pliers and we're going to go all the way, grab right above the silver ball. You see that? Okay. Now, hold your pliers nice and tight, all right? You are not gonna hurt them. But if you let it like flip all over the place, you're gonna have a mess. So you wanna hold that nice and strong, okay? You're gonna hold the body of your beads with your left hand. Now I'm doing this as a righty. If you do it as a lefty, just kind of like flip the other side, hold it, and just basically do the opposite. So I'm gonna hold the body. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn our right wrist in. Your left hand is not going to do anything but hold the body. Your right hand is holding those pliers nice and tight, and you're going to turn in towards yourself like this. See how I turn that? This is all crooked. That's okay. See how this is all turned in? Turned in for what? Okay. So now, hang on, refocus. Now I'm going to take the stem. You do not let go of your pliers. If you let go of your pliers, you are in big trouble. So now I'm going to push the stem over the top of my over the top of my pliers. Don't pull it like this. You want to push. See how let me see. Let me focus this. See how I'm pushing it over? See? Okay. Now we have that kind of touching the bead, sort of. Okay. Now I'm going to kind of take my pliers out just a little bit and turn them up. Okay. So they're kind of in the way for when I'm going to take my stem, hold those pliers really tight. We're going to pull that right over the stem, or where the body is, where the stem and the body come. You're going to go around and bring it right in front and right above the silver bead. Can you see that? I'm going to focus this again. See that? I'm going to take my pliers out just to show you. See how I went around? So you go whoop and go in front. Okay? I'm going to put my pliers back in. Do not take your pliers out. I'm just doing that to show you. Now you're going to see how the earring is kind of like wonky. It's all like twisted. No worries. Okay. You're just going to take it again, hold pliers tight. You're just going to adjust it like that, kind of straighten it out so it looks good. Okay. Looks good. We're going to take our pliers out. Now I'm going to use my wire cutters, and I'm going to use the flat side against the loop, okay? So see how the loop, my flat side is touching it? You are going to take your your cutters with the flat side against the loop, and you are going to cut that little piece, the extra stem, as close as you can. Snip that off, okay? Now you're going to see how it curves in front. See how it isn't flush. It just kind of goes across and it's all twisted. We don't want that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your flat pliers and you're going to grab the loop like that so you can still see right above the silver ball, and you're going to kind of move it up a little bit so they're flush like this. And then squeeze it flat. You're going to feel it kind of push together. And then just kind of straighten this out. Okay? So you popped it into place. And there we go. We got a nice simple loop. So see how it's nice and flush now? Okay, I'm going to show you one more time. I'm going to do this one faster, okay? So we grab the stem. Sorry for my nails. I've been sanitizing so much that they're all dried and cracked, and I thought by doing them last night would look nice on video, but I don't know. Kind of looks like a 3-year-old did it. Sorry. So, grab the stem. We put our round pliers right above our silver ball, nice and tight. We hold our body with our left hand, turn our right wrist in, nice and tight. Do not let go with your left hand or your right hand. Now, I'm going to show you. Now you can let go with your left hand, but do not let go of your pliers. See how you get kind of like you gotta have like a little V thing going on. You're gonna push the stem over the top, just like that. Okay. Now I'm gonna just take my pliers out, flip it up like this, and then we're gonna bring the stem right up in front of on top of the, so you're gonna bring it in front of the stem, but on top of the silver bead. Then you're gonna hold the round pliers nice and tight, and you're gonna just kind of like adjust it so it's nice and straight. That's pretty good, see? Nice and straight. Now you're gonna take your flat pliers and you're going to cut the stem off as close as you can using the flat side against your rounds. Against your loop, sorry. Get in there as close as we can. And snip. So again, you're gonna see how it's over. We don't want that. So we take our flats and we grab it so we can still see some of the stem. You just kind of move it until it's kind of lined up with the other side, and then squish it flat. You'll feel it kind of pop into place. If your earring is a little like crooked right now, that's okay. Just straighten it out. And now, voila. Yeah, yeah. So now you get that. All right, now to turn these into earrings, we are going to take ear wires. These are great. So you see these? Every earring hook you have will more than likely have an opening where the loop comes. Once in a while you don't. If you have an earring wire that doesn't have that, no big deal. With one of these, you can just open your loop. If you're doing one where you're wire wrapping it, you'll just need to either include a jump ring or put the earring wire on first. But right now that is not the case, so I'm going to show you. We're going to grab, let me focus this. Do you see where the opening is right there? I'm going to hold this. Now again, hold things tight. You're not going to hurt things. If you're using parts that snap and crack easily, you're not using the right stuff. So I'm not telling you to like go at it with like a 50-pound sledgehammer. I'm just telling you like you should be able to manipulate this well without it breaking. So you're just going to kind of turn your hand, hold with your left hand still, and then flip up like that. See how I just opened that? Whenever you open a jump ring or a earring that has a loop, you always want to turn it like this. You always want to go like this, never like this. That's how you break stuff or disform it or unform it. I don't know what the word is, but like that. So you want to go boop, and that's what I just did there. So now we have our earring open. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. Now you put your earring in the little hooky part. You grab the hook, the loop where you grabbed it before to open it, and you just turn it back at the same time. Hang on. At the same time as kind of like pushing it in towards the earring so it meets. See? You can always like just push it. You really don't want to do this action. Don't do that because you can crush things. You want to do it like this. Just push it like that. Okay? Good earring. Come on. All right. So let's do the next one. Again, I'll do this one faster. Take your ear wire, flip it up, put the earring that you made in, you grab it where you had it before, see, and you just push it back down so it hits the other side. Ta-da! Now this way of doing earrings is just as safe as doing the wire wrap. Some people just like to do the wire wrap for the look of it, but if you have like a lot of earrings to make, say for a craft fair, or you just need to make a lot of them, I suggest this way, and it's honestly just as strong as it with the wire wrap, so don't let that deceive you. The head pins that I'm using here are 21 gauge silver plated brass ear wire. They're fantastic. I use them. I can't tell you how many ear wires I go through a year at the shop, but they're amazing. Some head pins that you get places, especially the big stores, so very poor quality ones, and you're just not going to get the same nice results. So these are awesome. Sometimes I like to keep my scrap, and I'll show you why at the end of this. So now I'm going to show you the wire wrap part. It's a little bit different. Same kind of concept, but a little different. I'm going to string this up real quick. Again, you can design it any way you like. I'm putting my silver balls on. I'm going to put my small silver daisies on. You know what? I'm feeling a little frisky. I'm gonna put on some big ones too, you know, kind of stack it up, you know, because the world is my design oyster. You see that? Yeah. All right. So I got that. Now I'm gonna I have these nice jade beads. I'm gonna put those on. So green. Maybe the greenness will encourage some nice green weather to come out, because it's like kind of a gloomy day. So let me just try and focus these a little bit better. There we go. Now I'm gonna I really like these spacers. They're just cute. They have little like bumps on them and stuff. I'm gonna put that on. And then I have these really pretty aquamarine beads. I'll put those on. All this stuff you can find at my shop, Beetles Bead Shop in 18 Central Square in Chelmsford, Massachusetts. Our phone number there is 978-244-0233. Currently, I am doing these during the COVID-19 pandemic, so our store is currently closed at the moment, but you are welcome to email me at Diana, D-I-A-N-A, at Beetles Bead Boutique, that is BeetlesBeadBoutique.com, and you spell Diana, D-I-A-N-A, and you can let me know anything you need. Like I said, I'm not great with technology, so if you just either email me or you can message me on Facebook, which is Beetles Bead Shop. I post things on Instagram once in a while, but if you want to get in touch with me, Beetles Bead Shop is definitely the better place. So yeah, so back to this. Okay. So let me bring this nice and close. Let me focus on this. All right. I'm gonna make this brighter. Come on. See that little sunshine thing I'm trying to make. Okay. Whoa, that, oh wow. That did not go as the way I would have liked. Okay. So I'm gonna take my round pliers. Again, we're holding our stem. We got our body. Holding our stem with our left hand, we are gonna grab the stem right above, this is with our rounds, right above the bead, but we're gonna leave a little space. See how I'm doing that? That space is gonna allow for us to make our nice coil when we wire wrap, okay? So again, holding your pliers nice and tight. I can't emphasize this enough. Hold them nice and tight. So now you are going to hold the body of your earring, and you're going to turn your wrist in like with the simple ones. See? Do not let go of your pliers. I don't know why my hand's shaking, maybe too much coffee. Okay, so there we go. See how it's at an angle? Good. So now you are going to, just like with before, push your stem until you hit the other side, like with your beads. Flip your pliers up. Now see how I have that? It's just like last time, only with this, why can't I, come on. Okay, only with this, you're gonna see that there's a little space, which is good. So we wanna take our stem and bring it right in front like we did before. Now, do you see here, I'm gonna take my pliers out just to show you. Do you see how on here, there's kind of like a little space right between the loop and the ball? That's good, okay? Because that's how we're going to make our coil. See? You're going to take your flat pliers and you are going to grab your loop. Do not grab the loop from the inside like this. That is just going to distort it. You want to grab it like this, right at the top, kind of like halfway. So you want to grab half the loop, okay? Now, we're going to wrap this way from the loop down to our beads, about 2.5 times around, depending on how much of a space you have. So I'm going to show you how to wrap. Don't wrap by pulling this like this. You want to kind of push it as you go. See how I'm kind of like, let me see if I can focus this better. Okay, see how I'm like wrapping, pulling that down. Now it's a little, you know, it can be tough, so don't get frustrated. If you at any point have a spot that maybe you feel is sticking out a little bit, that's okay. Just let go, and you kind of take your flat pliers and just kind of push that in a little bit, you know, just kind of like form it around. Then you're going to continue going around until you've basically reached your silver bead. Again, it's like 2 times around. So now I'm gonna, the bottom part you might find is like, oh, it's kind of not, it's sticking out a little bit. That's okay. Just gotta give it like a final little push. That'll, you always want to use the tip of your pliers. You don't want to like go in it like, because that's how you're going to ruin things. You're going to hold your loop like this and then just kind of like straighten it out a little bit. Now the final thing we're going to do is we are going to get our cutters again, flat side to the coil. Come on. Yeah. And you're going to snip as close as you can. Okay. Now you're going to see that the end, see how the end is kind of sticking out a little bit? See how it's like sticking up? That's okay. We take our flat pliers and you are going to squish it down. So just kind of go squish, just with the very ends of your pliers. You do not want to, again, go full force into this. Hang on. Just a little squish right there. And then you can take your loop and just kind of straighten it out a little bit. And there we go. We have a wire wrap. Looks good, huh? Yeah, good, nice little wire wrap there. Okay, next one. Remember, I'm going to do it a little faster, but still show you. Okay, so let me get these out of the way. We are going to hold with our stem, hold our stem with our left hand, grab right above the body of our beads, just a little bit, like so. Hold our body with our left hand, hold those pliers nice and straight, and turn only your right hand towards yourself. So you have almost like a 90-degree angle thing going on. Now you're going to, hang on, let me bring this up here. You're going to push the stem, just so you can see, push the stem over the top of your pliers till you get to the beads. See, we've got like that. Put our pliers back in so they're kind of like up and down. Now you're gonna bring the stem right in front, and you're gonna have a space right above the silver ball. See? Now you're going to grab your loop with your flat pliers, only about halfway down. Now you're gonna go wrap from the loop down to the beads. See, one. And then, you know, we could push this in a little bit, you know, just to pretty it up a little bit, I guess. See how I'm doing that? Now I'm gonna just finish up my wrap. I'm gonna do one final little push in there. See? Just like that. And now I'm going to cut off as close as I can. Actually, you know, I can go a little further here. Go a little further. Then I'm gonna cut off the very end. Remember, flat side against the loops, and see how there's like a little stem. Take our flats, push that in, then hold the loop. We can kind of straighten it out, you know, if you need to just move it a little bit. Ta-da. All right, earring wire again. Same exact thing. Ready? Grab it right near the opening, turn up, put the earring in, grab exactly where we did, turn down. Honestly, there's no reason for you to even move your hand that has the earring in it. You just keep it there, put the earring in, close it. That's that. Take the earring wire again. Right, grab there, turn up, put the earring in, turn down. Turn down for what? Earring making. All right. See? Cute, right? And then we got these. So you got a wire wrapped loop, and a simple loop. Loop-de-loop. And now I was going to show you when you have the excess left over. I use 3-inch head pins because that way you don't have to keep like a billion different size head pins in your like collection. All you need is the 3-inch, and if you find that you have parts left over, that's fine, because then you can do something that I'm going to show you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little excess, that I got here. Okay, I'm gonna take my round pliers, take it at the very end of it, and I'm just gonna turn until I hit the other side. So see how I have this little loop thingy? Yeah. Then I'm gonna put my pliers back in like this, right kind of at where the loop and the stem meet, like this. And then I'm going to, hang on, I'm gonna push this back here. Why is that focusing? Okay. Then I'm going to just hold it with my thumb right there and just turn it. So it's kind of now straight-ish. That's okay, because you're gonna take your flats, just kind of push that down. Made your own little eye pins, so when people are like, hey, do you have any eye pins? You can actually make your own. I do sell eye pins though. So now I'm gonna take my little loop. Remember how we opened our ear wires? You're gonna do the same kind of thing. You're gonna open this, and then I have a little charm. Look, I have these cute little whales. Look how cute he is. Hang on, he's smiling. So I'm gonna put the whale, hang the whale in the loop, kind of like I did, I didn't open this enough, with the ear wires. And then, where's the other end of this? Hello? Okay, sorry. And then you're just gonna close it the same way you opened it, and just till it meets. And then you can just pinch the top, hang on. Pinch the top where it meets. And there you go. You got a little whale. Now, this is if you wanted to dangle a charm from your earring, and feel free to, I'm not happy with how it's kind of like crooked, so I'm just gonna take this and just kind of like bend it around a little bit to make it straight. See? Looks pretty cool. Hang on. Got this cute little whale. Now, make it a little more nautical or naughty. I'm gonna put a little Swarovski pearl and a silver daisy and a silver ball. And I'm gonna make this one into a simple earring. And I'm going to take my rounds like I normally do. Grab with the rounds. Remember, hold stem, hold pliers real nice and tight. Bring the stem down. Move your pliers up. Bring this in front. Okay. Readjust so it's straight. Now you're going to take your flats, cut that off nice and flush. Oopsies. Straighten that. And it's important, like, okay, so if someone was wearing this, see how it's like not straight? It would just be hanging like kind of crooked. What you want to do is hold it and you want to twist it just a little bit. See, now it'll hang flat, the right way. Basically, rule of thumb is, depending on what you use for a charm, but a regular charm like this and an ear wire that's just straight like the ones we've been using, if your loop that you're using goes like this, see how it's going the opposite way? you want to make sure this loop is going the opposite. And how you fix that is, don't worry about doing it before it's finished. It'll just drive yourself crazy. Just grab it when you're done and just turn it according to where it needs to hang. No biggie. I'm gonna do that again real quick. So take your extra, grab the very end, and just turn, 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 turn. Okay, got this. I'm gonna put my rounds back in. And then just turn it like that so it's straight. If you have a gap, don't worry about it. It'll get fixed with the, when you put the charm in. You can kind of maneuver it all different ways if you need to. And if you find that you need a bigger loop for something, say you have a charm that has like a big loop at the top, no problem. Just go like further down on your round pliers. Now I'm going to take my flats. I'm going to open this up like so. Another wheel. This charm's nice because it's double-sided, so you can make the earrings so one's facing in and like in opposite directions. So I'm going to just put my whale in there. I know it's kind of hard to see, but see how it's in there like that. You're going to grab your loop again that you made. Hang on. And just close it like that. You can push it in if you need. So there we go. We got our little dangly whale. See? I'm gonna put the pearl on. Daisy. Again, you can wire wrap if you want. Just remember, when you use scrap metal, it's not as long, so it's a little more difficult. So I usually just suggest, if you're using scrap, just do the simple method. It'll make your life easier. Okay, again, ready? I'm gonna grab the top of right at the silver bead. Push it over our rounds. Bring this in front. Then we're going to straighten this out. See? Take our cutters with the flush side against the hook. Cut that as close as we can. Now take our flats. Just kind of straighten that like that. Push that in like so. You can see, how's it hanging? How's it hanging? All right, so we're actually pretty good, but I am going to twist it just a little bit to make sure it's going in the right direction. Perfect. If you need to maneuver it, you can. I'm going to make them so they're going opposite ways. Huh. I forgot other ear wires. That's all right. I showed you how to do them. So you can just put them on your ear wires, either facing in, facing out, really doesn't matter, going the same way, whatever you'd like. Look how cute they are. Well, everyone, thank you for watching my earring tutorial. Again, you can follow us on Beetles Bead Shop on Facebook and Instagram. And feel free to email me at diana@BeatlesBeadBoutique.com. And again, we are in Chelmsford at 18 Central Square. I really appreciate you guys watching us, and stay healthy and stay well. Bye.